Hey there, everybody. This is Magnum Pi. I'm here with Teku, Golgotha, Vahilo, and Dark Templar, and we are Initiative Zero. So glad you could join us once more for Rift's the Devouring Swarm. Gentlemen, how are we doing? How's the weather?
It feels like spring, even more so. The snow is melting. All is wonderful with the world. Well, not everything, but some things are wonderful.
No, not everyone. No, not everything.
Yes, some things are decidedly not wonderful with the world, but the weather's nice.
So the hills are alive with the sound of music, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, they could be.
At
least they don't have eyes.
This is true. That would be much worse. How about?
Can we run to the hills?
Oh, there we go.
We'll start doing music because Magnum will run with that.
Just as long as you're not over the hill
And far away. Oh,
gonna end up with
My
another
goodness.
Don't worry, Golgotha. I am not over the hill.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
All right.
Anyways,
so generally the weather is better here. Okay, how about Teku? What's going on out in the other?
You know what? We missed 2 scheduled snowfalls, and we're supposed to go to 14, which is roughly 57 Fahrenheit, this week. And
Wow.
that is shorts weather. And I will say we're getting better at the conversions from Celsius to Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
been kind of a weird, because I never use Fahrenheit. Like I don't know, it's just me. But there's a couple American conversions that I'm getting better at. Like, for example, a mile is what, 1.6 kilometers?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Fahrenheit to Celsius is still a Google search away. That's all well and fine. When Americans, they will smile, whereas we will scalometer. Fun fact. Don't know if you knew that.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty good.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Cool. Well, speaking of scalometering, you guys were kind of moving quite along there after you managed to move away from the Splugorth slaver and his compatriots there, the busty women that he runs around with. Gotrich picked up the now one wheel less ATV and ran with you guys as fast as he could and moved away in the general direction of somewhere. Where are you guys headed to now that you have a vehicle in need of repair?
Well, we're heading at least north-ish, so I think Finton is probably the direction we're going to go in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we're-
taking that sucker back to my shop, and I'm gonna do some repairs on it back in my shop. Maybe I can soup it up.
That's true. You still do have a shop. That's right.
If we're
Yeah,
picking
if
this thing
I
up,
still have a
try to-
shop. I mean, if there's some squatters in it, like
Well, yeah.
we might have to
World's shortest lip squatters.
get Sir Luke just to deal with those guys.
I think Lord Fromeline would prevent that from happening because he's our friend.
Maybe.
Yeah, out of the options to fix this thing, it's either go back to Liberty with our tail between our legs or go to Finton and at least pretend we did something useful.
Yeah.
We got an ATV. How is that
Yeah,
not
look-
useful?
Check this shit out.
All right, cool. So, it's it's a bit of an awkward carry. This thing, you can lift it, but it off balances you, and already the Hunter mobile gun has balance issues. It's noted in the description. If anybody likes to read the actual supplements, it's in Sourcebook 1, and that's why it's got all those big exhaust vents out the back of it. Those big long it's to offset the weight of that howitzer hanging off the front end of it. So it's not the most stable thing. And now with you picking up a 1-ton vehicle and holding it in front of the robot, you have to go a little bit slow to avoid toppling over. So not as fast as you could go, but you are certainly capable of navigating woods and hills and things like that much better than the ATV because of, there's not many roads around. And so you do make your way most of the way to Finton, but you do have to stop to rest for the night. And we will pick up then with the group of you kind of sitting around eating some food around the campfire before deciding kind of how you're going to divvy up the watch and things like that for the evening. And action.
Okay, well, yeah. So, I'll take the first watch, and if you're gonna stay up for a bit too, we could take the second. We might want to chat anyways, I think.
Yeah.
How late do you guys plan on staying up?
I don't
Well,
know.
I'll wake you up when I'm ready to go to bed, and you could get most of you'll sleep more than anybody else. I think you too.
Yeah, I think I will. But I'm gonna sleep inside my robot vehicle. So if anything happens, try and wake me up, and if I need to start shooting, I can start shooting.
All right.
Yeah, it will be a bit of an uncomfortable sleep in there. It's no Winnebago, but you could sleep in the chairs in there. Yeah, they might be a little uncomfortable, but
Just keep the radio on.
Yeah, sounds good.
Portland, you might as well go to bed as well.
Done.
And he's already asleep.
yep, instant boom. Cool. So that leaves Sir Luke and Senate still awake, or
Yeah. So I'm kind of looking across the fire. I go. So you want to talk?
Yeah. Let's start with the meta side of it. Because I, Teku, should probably apologize first. Because I, as the player, interpreted how you, as the player, were handling things, and I don't think that's how you intended it. And listening back, based on your explanation, out of game, of course, I can see the point you were making, which is not in line with the point of the I thought you were lying. So I apologize for that.
No, it's all good. And like I said, we'll just play that up. Like we'll play the the discussion there.
Well, we don't even have to, because the brain's touched. We already know definitively.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
That's the beauty of that.
Okay.
But back to the actual roleplay component of this roleplay game. You know everything, even the stuff you don't want to know about Senate. And given the look in that character's eyes right now, there's a lot in there. There's a lot going on. Raised in a house of psychics, it's hard to find privacy. That's the look of someone who's been caught doing stuff they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
hard to hide those magazines.
What is this, the 70s?
Oh my God.
Now,
But,
mind bond doesn't last forever, right? The
No,
memories
it doesn't.
fade.
But it's what, 3 to 12 hours?
Yeah, let's roll 3d4, see just how long those memories lasted.
Sure.
So about 5 hours is how long it lasted. After that, you have to do a 15% chance to recall anything, unless, I think, if you have total recall, that might help.
No, but during the walk, assuming we've started to forget stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Senate would probably look and say, okay, so we've had a couple exchanges of ideas and information to this point in our trip. I think our mutual understanding, though fleeting, I mean, I might not remember particulars, but what I do have is a sense that you are working toward a certain end. You are legitimate in that goal, and I can appreciate that. As I've said before, the execution might need a bit of work.
Well, I appreciate that, but
But I
mean,
got to be honest, up until the point where we actually bonded, I was starting to wonder.
no, that's fair. I've done some stupid things lately. It wasn't intentional, but as I've learned, you don't get into a fist fight with a juicer, or not a juicer, with a crazy, apparently,
Or a juicer.
or a juicer. No, it was. No, it wasn't my intent. I was trying to track the guy down, but I didn't expect him to be on the roof. I also expected not to fall off the box.
Oh, I got to see that firsthand. I need to try and roll to remember that. Hang on. Oh my God, please. I don't ask for much. I really want to. I want this engraved into my brain like your nose into that wall.
All right, percentile check then, man. Let's see what he knows.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Great number. Not what we wanted.
no. You seem to have some vague recollection of your face hurting, but it's Luke's face. But yeah.
Well,
God.
regardless, we got lucky a few hours, with that last encounter.
Yeah, I mean, as far as dealing with other dimensional creatures, the Splugorth wasn't exactly the ones we were looking to deal with, and that didn't exactly end too well. He said
No.
me mugging the fucking ATV.
Well, let's be honest. They probably could have taken us had we not put up even a. We were inconvenient for them. The fact that we were putting up any fight, there's easier targets out there.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I mean, I don't think that they're particularly interested in one slave over another, just slave full stop.
No, I think we would have been, a prize, but it's just not worth the trouble when they could sadly go to a village and just, round up everybody there for, their slaves and probably food.
I'm gonna try and imperceptibly kind of narrow my eyes at you. Just very subtle like. And then go back to looking at the fire.
Cool. So you guys chat a little bit more before Senate probably turns in there. And, Luke, eventually you do get tired. Who are you waking up?
I'll wake up Gotrich first.
Okay. So you wake up Gotrich?
Of course you fucking would.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm up. I'm here.
So, Sir Luke, do you,
the fuck
climb
you
into the robot vehicle too to sleep? Or do you stay out?
No,
But do you just knock on the cod piece like it's a door?
yeah, pretty much.
It's got a doorbell.
I climb up on the leg and bang on the coffees, yes.
It's a little red button just over the opening.
Oh, Jesus.
Sir Luke is Batman. He's the world's greatest detective. He found it. If you don't know what I'm talking about,
I know exactly what you're talking
I'm
about,
either-
sadly.
I'm either sorry or you're not old enough to understand this joke, in which case...
I just watched that a couple of days ago, actually, again.
All right. So, Gotrich, you are now on high alert. Well, whatever that might be for, I don't know, it's probably like 2 a.m. And there you are. And luckily, unlike Sir Luke, you have sensors and things that can sweep a rather wide area. You got some...
I'm still staying in my robot vehicle, just checking my sensory equipment.
Yeah, because, you've got some good radar on there and the like. I think it's got a decent range.
I think so. As long as we're not in the trees, apparently.
Well, yeah, foliage and branches and stuff like that, those are solid objects that radar will bounce off of. And so it will foil radar to some degree. But, most often radar is used to track things flying through the sky. But, robot vehicles tend to have fair sensors, right? They're no slouch when it comes to picking up info. And, your particular vehicle has a 30-mile or 48-kilometer range for a targeting computer, and that's because that's how far out the radar goes. So, you can look out 30 miles and then track up to 48 targets simultaneously. It doesn't let you see through everything, but it's pretty good that way. So, give me a sensory equipment check just to see if you're picking up anything that's being laid down there. Oh, you do. That's great. And
Good. Good.
so this is a little bit probably kind of 4 a.m.-ish. You pick up some vehicles moving rather rapidly to the north, and you don't know exactly the count here, but it's only a few miles to the north.
Does their path take them on a path that would intercept where we are?
No, they're heading away from you, but kind of in the direction that you're heading. They look to be, there's two. They seem to be rather low flyers. They're moving kind of quickly along. There's a stretch where there is no woods to the north of you. You guys remember going through it on your way south. That's kind of a more of a clearing and the like, where there are no trees. They're moving rapidly along there. So yeah, kind of going in the direction you're going, but further north than you are now.
Is anybody else awake?
Nope, they're all asleep. You're on watch. So
Okay. How close is Portland to me?
Portland is probably, I don't know, Portland, where would you have gone to sleep? Near the fire?
Yeah, I'd become warm.
Okay, cool. So he's near the fire. Now you're in the robot vehicle, so you could flip on the the loudspeaker.
Loudspeaker.
Thought about it. I also thought about maybe like nudging you awake with the gun. Just kind of like, like a dog would nuzzle up and use its nose to like wake you up.
Awesome.
I would do the same thing with the gun that's kind of right at the head of that robot.
Give me a pilot robot vehicles check.
Okay.
Let's see how deft you are.
20 decibel
And this
whisper.
is how Portland dies.
Let's see. Where's my pilot? Robots and power armor.
Come on, 100.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful. So yeah, you feel even the the dew from it being close to morning, right, has been collecting on the edge of so you feel something cool and wet against your cheek there, Portland.
He bonks you with his wet tip. Right.
But
Oh, God.
a hard metal
Okay.
shaft.
Yeah.
Anyways, I
Over the
come
loudspeaker.
to.
Boop.
Yeah, you wake up looking over your shoulder and you look into a deep, dark, never-ending abyss as you look down the barrel of this railgun.
Oh. Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Echoes down the railgun barrel.
So
What's going on?
can I kind of use my radar? Because I'm assuming I can't talk to him from inside my robot
No,
vehicle.
it has speakers that go outside. Yeah, you just don't have
Okay,
to.
so I don't want.
You don't have to crank the volume, but you can.
I don't want the speakers loud.
But it won't be a whisper. Let's put it that way.
So I just want to say, picked something up a little bit north of us. They're not going to intercept us, but we should be ready in case they get close and come looking.
Okay. I'm like literally rubbing my eyes right now. I'll get up.
Should we get up the other two?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Of course we should do this. You want me to get them up?
It's probably safer if you do it. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Well, probably. I could wake up Senate or Luke the same way I woke you up, but they might not react the same way.
All right. Well, I'll go wake them up.
All right. So you are stirred by Portland, both of you.
Mm-hmm.
So for
What's
the
wrong?
purposes of ISP
Hey,
recovery, how long would that have been?
Let's figure that out after he wakes you up here.
Okay.
Go ahead, Portland.
Hey guys, listen. Gotrich checked something on radar. He told me to wake you guys up.
Okay. Does he know
Yeah.
what it is?
I can't remember. He told me up with a gun in my face. So
Just some low flyers. I
Yeah,
told
could be.
Portland we're not set to intercept them or them
Low
to intercept us, but I want to be here just in case.
Wait. Low flyers. How are they moving? Can you see how they're moving?
Fast, and I can't really tell how many they are, which means that they're either close together or something. I just see kind of two spots here on my radar.
So I'm going to look over at Portland and I go, you remember those flyers that we came across? They were fast.
Yeah, they were bad news.
And how far off are they?
A couple miles north.
Any chance of getting a visual?
I mean, you guys can go through the trees and check. I don't think I can. I can't be
Well-
very discreet in this.
Are you able to lift one of us up? Because I'm pretty sure somebody has a set of binoculars.
Yeah, I could lift one of you guys up. Who's got the binoculars?
Well, I don't have the binoculars, but I'm the tallest amongst us, so it'll give us a little bit more height. So let me do
Well,
it.
no, the 30-foot robot is the tallest among us.
Well, yes, but yes, and then if we're going to lift somebody up,
Did we lose the binoculars? Who had them?
Or did I have the binos?
Ooh,
Well, you guys had infrared binoculars. Somebody did. I'm sure if you...
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't take those from you, right? They just took weapons
we
and armor,
left.
so...
Well, whoever's going up, as long as they're...
Miscellaneous gear. What do I got here? I'm pretty sure I had.
We could go back and pick through our gear later, as long as we're willing to accept that somebody had them.
Yeah, somebody had infrared binoculars. So,
Yeah.
I'll lift me up. I'll look.
Okay.
I can also go higher than you, just so you know.
That's true. He can
right.
levitate.
You could
Yeah, I
levitate.
can levitate.
Which will... Let's just get back to your question there, Senate. How much ISP did you regain? Because we're going to start using our resources here, it sounds like. So what's your regeneration rate when you're sleeping or meditating?
12 per hour.
Okay, so you probably had about 6 hours sleep before you got stirred here at the end of the night. And then Portland, what's yours per hour for your PPE? Sir Luke, how's yours?
I can't remember. I could look, but I didn't use any of my ISP because I didn't turn anything on.
7 points per hour.
Okay, so you got about the same amount as Senate, maybe like an extra hour. So
My
Yeah, I was meditating.
my PPE per hour of rest. Yeah, funny. It's 10 PPE for rest and sleep, and then ISP it's 2. But again, I didn't use any of it.
okay, cool. And Gotrich, what about you? What's your ISP like? Your recovery rate?
I'm full. I didn't
Okay,
use anything.
you're good. Cool.
Yeah.
So I'll just recoup mine. I was...
There you are. So, Portland, you're using levitate, or are we having Luke balance on the palm of of Gotrich's robot?
I don't care. It takes me 5 PPE to do it, so I don't care.
Okay. How high can you
we
go?
mixed yours with my telekinesis.
60 feet.
We could probably get him into orbit.
Cool.
60 feet.
All right, so you levitate up 60 feet. You are definitely above the trees here. And, you look out. I'm assuming they gave you the binoculars.
Mhm.
I hope so.
Yeah, and...
Would it be good if you were invisible? Just throwing that out there.
If that's what I think it is, it's not going to matter.
I was going to say, infrared binoculars actually produce a beam of infrared light. So,
Okay.
if we take a quick look at infrared binoculars, they have a range, right? So, that their infrared works. It is 2 miles for the infrared distancing binoculars. So, yeah. Give me a perception check then there, Portland. You got the IR binoculars out there looking out into the dark.
Sure. Perception. There you go.
Cool. And what you see, at first you don't see much until you kind of focus in on a bit of the clearing just past the kind of the tree line there. And at first you're about to tell everybody, no, I don't see anything. And then you see it moving. It's it's low to the ground. There's 2 of them. And they look a little something like this.
Well, fuck. That looks
Oh, those
terrifying.
are... Okay, good. That's a much better size.
Yeah. I'll put it down with some contrast there. Yeah. You
Fuck.
pick it up, moving along. It's moving very rapidly. It's covering a large distance, so that's why you're able to see it, but it's moving quite quickly, and then you notice another one come up behind it. So they're moving almost in tandem, offset a little bit. But they have quite the quite the speed. It's about, yeah, from your distance, it seems very small. Yeah, do you have any sort of sensory equipment skill or anything like that?
No,
All right,
I don't.
cool. And they
Do I
quickly,
recognize what it is?
uh, it seems to have similar styling to other mechanoid craft that you've seen. It's moving,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's about it. You've never seen one before.
I've never seen this one before.
No, you've never seen one like it
Oh,
before.
okay. Well, I will relay that message then.
All right,
You should
and yeah, then
probably
it gets out of range pretty quickly because they're moving so fast. But
Well, we know what's in that direction, at least.
As long as we're not going that way.
Well, we're going to have to face these things eventually, but I mean, we're not in a position to be able to do that right now.
I
don't
thought
think.
they were going in the direction that we were looking to go,
that's right.
making this
Well,
potentially problematic.
We'll creep up on them. And then
Are they going in the direction of Finton?
They're going north. Finton is to the north, but there's a lot of other things north as well,
Yeah.
like the rest of North America, right? So there's, you know,
Oh God, Santa!
yeah, or Laszlo, or other sorts of things. But
Well, if two of them can take out Laszlo, we're doomed anyway.
true. So there you are. Plans, thoughts? It's still dark. It's 4 a.m.
I think we should tread carefully, guys. These things are no joke, if it's what I think it is, or if it's even part of the things that I think it is. Well, look at Sir Luke and go, we get fucked up.
Yeah, that was not fun.
Well, do we wanna keep moving, get an early start on the day, and get to Finton, or do we want to keep resting here, let them get more of a head start, and then move?
I'm fully ready to go now.
Yeah,
Maybe.
might as well haul.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So where are you? You're headed back toward Finton?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
The potentially circuitous route if we need to.
Okay.
Back into the ATV.
Cool. So you guys load up and you start moving along. And yeah, as you are continuing to move forward there, do you want to see if you can try to track these things still, Gotrich, or do you just want to let them go?
Yeah, like I want to keep looking at my equipment and my sensors just to know if there's, like, for these things, or if there's actually anything else that's coming at us.
Yeah, for sure. Give us a sensor check. Cool. All right. So yeah, you can't. It doesn't seem you can track them very well anymore. Of course, that means they could be out of your range, or they've gone into more dense foliage or something like that. But I guess before we go any further, is anybody else riding in the robot vehicle with Gotrich? Like riding gunner or anything like that?
We should probably have somebody in there as a gunner.
I think Senate was good at working the gun.
Who's got the
Not
Like
me.
her-
anybody have heavy weapons as
Nope.
I have heavy weapons.
heavy energy weapons? That's another one.
Yeah,
I can work the gun with telemechanics.
Yeah, it doesn't give you any real bonus on weapon proficiencies, though. You got heavy mega damage and heavy military, so you got a +1 to strike with all the weapons in there, Sir Luke.
I guess it's going to be me.
Bang, bang.
Cool. All right, so Sir Luke, you squeeze yourself in to the gunner seat. The other two are riding in the being carried in the vehicle. Yeah.
We're in the purse.
Yeah. All right. So you move forward, and yeah, Sir Luke, do you have sensory systems at all, or anything like that that would allow you to use the sensors? Okay. Cool. So you're relying on Gotrich to be your long range eyes here, and yeah, you are. Yeah, you are moving forward, and you notice on the horizon a stream of smoke kind of going up there, Gotrich. It's a trail of smoke leading up into the sky
Okay.
to the north of you. So
Are-
it's on your way, but it might not be directly on the path that you were going to get back to Finton, but it's on the way.
Yeah, we're going to Finton. So if that sucker's on fire, we're going to be walking past it.
Okay. Cool. So you
As we're driving by, I make sure I roll the windows down so I can cast stuff. I need to
okay, yeah.
cast things.
Yeah. So it takes you about 2 hours to actually traverse at the rate that you're going without, bumping the vehicle into things and stumbling over and the like. And when you get there, you arrive on the smoldering ruins of what appears to be some sort of caravan of vehicles. There is, it's not like the vehicles are still giving off smoke and the like. It's similar to the situation that you saw with the mechanoids fighting like that town that they had flown over before. A lot of things are destroyed utterly. A lot of holes in the ground that have been made by particle beam weapons where they basically just vaporized if they missed. There's about 4 vehicles here that are just completely decimated.
Any
And
sound survivors?
No sign
I'm
of the
just-
mechanoids, or
Keeping on.
well, hang on.
I'm not
We
even-
might be able to salvage some of this, honestly.
And there could still be people around that might be hiding or needed protection from other things.
Yeah. We need to stop to see if there's.
salvage the people.
What?
We're going to fix an ATV.
Yeah, well, there are
We're
people
gonna get
here. We
stuck
need to.
on this,
The episode where we
and I'm going to
become
be
organ
carrying this.
harvesters.
I'm going to be carrying this ATV around forever.
It won't be forever. Let's just check to see if there's any survivors.
Okay, at least for another 4 months of gameplay.
Yeah. 4 months of real world.
Awesome.
Boy, are my arms tired.
Let's check to see if there's survivors.
All right. So you guys are getting out of vehicles and stuff and looking around, or how do you want to check for survivors?
Well,
I don't
I'll
mind
give-
walking slightly ahead.
So you're getting out of the vehicle then? Yeah.
I'll get out of the non-functioning ATV.
Okay. So he'll have to set it down for you to do that. So that's fine. Just need to kind of know where everybody's located. Okay. So there you are. And you get out of the vehicle. Assuming you guys are armored up.
Yep.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Good. Do you have yourself sealed in a environmental helmet? Like you're putting that on as well?
Should.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems
I mean,
like
it's...
Suspiciously pointed question.
Well, no, I want to know the state you're in as you, if you're riding around without your helmet on because it's uncomfortable, right? Or somebody's in a robot vehicle and decided not to be suited up in armor, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
armored-
gonna turn on
armored
my
helmet.
armor of Iton and go invisible.
Okay. Cast those
Just
spells.
in case.
Yeah.
Yep, I will.
Armored up.
I'm
and
gonna
helmeted.
I'm going to stay in my robot vehicle and just make sure that I'm continually checking my radar to see if there's anything coming back.
Okay. Cool. You can give me a roll on that one. All right. Cool. All right. So who's getting out? Portland, you're getting out. Senate, you're getting out. Sir
Get
Luke.
it as well.
Okay, you get out of the robot vehicle, so you guys kind of dismount. Gotrich basically on watch, scanning the area. And yeah, you spend some time roaming around. Who wants to give me a D20 roll higher, better for you?
Oh, I don't think I'm going to roll because last time I did, it was bad.
I don't have any skill bonus.
D20 roll for what? Sorry? For who?
D20. Somebody just roll a D20.
Higher is better.
All right.
Middle.
Nothing happens. We all go home.
Yep. It's pretty in the middle.
All right. So, Yeah, you look around. They had themselves a big boss ATV just like you guys do, except unfortunately, it looks like it's damaged beyond repair. If you roll that same person there, who's that Portland that rolled?
Yep.
Okay, give me 1d4 minus 2, and that's how many wheels are left.
Okay.
Oh, you lucked out.
True.
Look at you. So the front end of the vehicle is completely destroyed. The back end, though, still has the wheels on it. They are damaged, and they only have 5 mega damage each. But they are damaged, but they are somewhat salvageable if you get them off properly.
Okay. This poor vehicle.
Yeah.
Does anyone is there a mechanic that can get things off properly?
If only you had an
Well, we have-
operator.
Oh shoot!
A guy with a
Gotrich.
big ass wrench.
Gotrich,
Their time has
He was
come.
the one who was carrying this robot vehicle, this ATV, so that he could fix the ATV.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you
not going to
won't-
cut your grass on this one.
Yeah, you won't have to carry us if you come up and do this.
Yeah, your ATV's probably out of gas. What do you
Are
got,
there
Portland?
any-
And the vehicle here, unfortunately, 2 of the tires seem to be in bad shape, but we probably can salvage the other 2.
I'm going to get out of my vehicle.
Are there
Okay.
any survivors before we go playing
Yeah.
this particular game?
Okay, so you and Sir Luke head into the woods looking for survivors. Do you guys have any kind of wilderness survival skills?
I
Tracking?
do.
I do, in fact, have tracking and wilderness survival. So I've got, I've got, where's my tracking here? Oh no, I've got tracking. Where'd it go? Do I have tracking? Oh, I had tracking. Well, wilderness survival in any case. So I'll roll my wilderness survival.
Okay.
Maybe I won't. Oh, there it is.
I thought you had track humanoids or something like that.
I might. Let me see. Well, I rolled that in. Where is it here? Oh, here we go. Tracking. There you go. So I rolled 50. Yeah, I rolled my
Yep.
other one, but and there's my tracking.
Yeah,
Ooh.
no problem. So, Sir Luke, you know that if you were going to look for a place where you could survive, hide and survive in the wilderness, kind of given the layout, you would go in a particular direction. And so you head in that direction. Senate's like, why are you going that way? but then you happen upon some tracks. And the tracks are humanoid. They look like they have boots and the like. And they are, they are heading off off to the west from this clearing here. By your count, there's probably a group of 4 that are heading off to the west.
Do I have an idea of how long they've been moving, roughly?
Let's see. What does wilderness survival, tracking humanoids give you? Tracking humanoids gives you, you can estimate the rate of movement, you can their direction, number of people, and whether or not they know that they're being followed. So they know that they've been taking effort to cover their tracks, but you found them anyway. They have been moving for a few hours now. Yeah. None of them appears to have any injuries or anything. There's no signs of blood or anything like that.
No, they're well ahead of us. So let's say get our vehicles going and then we'll head off in that direction.
Yeah. You know that they're on foot moving through wilderness. And again, your wilderness survival check says that, if you were looking to hide, then this would be the direction to go. So they may not actually be just deciding to take off on foot for 3 hours, right? They may be just looking for a place to hide.
Oh.
Yeah, they might be closer to hand.
Yeah, then let's head in that direction to see if. Do you want to tell the others where we're going?
Yeah. This. Hell, our armor should have a radio. I feel like we can use a radio.
Yeah, duh, of course. Yeah, so I'm going to radio in that, hey, they're survivors. They went in this direction. We're going to see if we could find them and see if we can help them.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to keep trying to fix your ride.
Cheers.
Okay, so you're getting out of the robot vehicle then, Gotrich, and you are...
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so you have automotive mechanics?
I have something. I have basic mechanics. I have mechanical engineer. Automotive mechanics.
Do you have
I do
telemechanics?
not have. I do have telemechanics.
What's your highest of those skills that you listed off there?
Basic mechanics is a 72. Mechanical engineer is a 72.
Okay, telemechanics will give you an 80 if you use telemechanics.
Yeah.
Cool. And you probably have enough tools that you can take some wheels off. So,
I think so.
yeah. So, yeah, give us spend your money on telemechanics if you like, or you can use your highest of those skills to get this damaged vehicle cranked up. Portland, what are you up to?
Well, after pointing out this vehicle towards Gotrich here, I'm going to also just walk around and see if I can see anything else either worth salvaging and or people that may need assistance.
Okay, so
Anyone around.
yeah, give me a D20 check. I want you to roll under your IQ if you can do that for me.
Under my IQ?
Yeah, on a D20.
What's the amount of gas like in their vehicles? Would there be any fuel that we can siphon into our gas tank?
Well, ours is electric, isn't it?
We
Yeah.
don't have a gas tank.
Yeah,
Wait a minute, where do I find this IQ thing?
It's on your front
one,
page.
one of your
Yeah,
attributes.
but like,
just roll
yeah,
a
but
D20.
when
Just
you
roll a
roll a
D20.
Just roll.
oh,
roll a
okay.
D20.
I'm looking for a thing to roll.
Oh yeah, good stuff. So yeah, by your estimate, and your estimate seems to be fairly accurate here. Yeah, a number of the people that were in this convoy were actually atomized or destroyed outright. There's no remains of their bodies.
This reminds me of what happened in that town.
Yeah, you do find a boot. It's kind of off in the underbrush. They kind of got knocked away. And when you pick it up, a foot actually falls out of that boot. And it's certainly a humanoid foot, but it's not a human foot.
What? Okay, I'm gonna take this foot and take it with me.
Souvenir.
No, I think doesn't what's his name?
Put it on a necklace.
The Senate had
Yeah.
doesn't Senate have like flesh memories or some shit like that?
Oh, you want him to
yeah,
object read the? Oh, okay,
Yeah, I can work
or
with stuff like that.
Was that a good idea? I don't know. Like that was a good idea. Whatever,
that's a
fuck
good
it is.
idea.
Yeah, it's a really good idea.
oh yeah. I
So.
just with as demented as Portland is, I just couldn't tell where you were going. I just didn't know.
Demented.
You are. You're insane.
Consider it. We've gone from the ley line walker last week to you're just demented for being considerate. There you go.
Yeah, who the fucking.
Okay, and this
All right, well.
this foot has been severed by an energy weapon, like it is cauterized. So it's not bloody, it's not gory, it's literally just like sliced, right, and burned on one end, but otherwise it is intact, and it like sliced right through the boot, right? So it's you had to kind of pry a little bit of the back flesh off of the boot, sort of thing, but you've got the foot. And Gotrich, you're busy changing tires here. You go for the tire that has the best sort of sort of look to it there. I'm just gonna,
Roundedness.
I'm gonna say that it has 3 MDC left as opposed to 5. So it's taken some damage, but you're able to make sure that it's still drivable. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. And that'll take a little time to do that out. Senate and Sir Luke, you guys are moving along, and your sixth sense goes off there, Senate.
And I'm gonna say to Luke, get down, and I'm gonna dive for the ground and probably throw up my telekinetic shield.
Okay, so
body shield.
Yep, you activate your telekinetic body field. Okay. Sir Luke?
I'm going to need to drop to the ground as well.
Okay. So you guys hit the ground there. And
Ground.
perception checks from both of you, please.
Perception. That is in general.
Oh, 6 sense doesn't give anything to perception, does it?
Nope. It doesn't matter. You got a 21. And so, Senate, you can hear just kind of up ahead of you the sound of people talking. It sounds like men's voices. And yeah, it's you're having a little bit of trouble making out what they're saying, but it's something like, hell, I guess they really were just traveling to that flea-bitten town. Trouble is, blah, blah, blah. Right? And it kind of, it's hard for you to make out what they're saying. But they are talking up ahead of you. You can't really see them, but they're, if your sixth sense is any indication, they're probably within 90 feet of you.
Yeah. Or the danger they could expose us to was within 90 feet of me.
True.
But anyway, I will look around, and ensuring that Portland is not within eyeshot, gesture to Luke to be quiet and to stay low, and point in the direction that they are.
Oh, and hilarity ensues.
And then a rock flies by.
We're not getting butlered. I'm not doing it.
Delaware and Buttered.
All right.
I'll nod my head. Yep.
Awesome.
And then I might try to slowly, very quietly, with a prowl-like emphasis, try to move forward.
Okay, are you prowling then?
Probably.
Okay, and what kind of armor are you wearing?
Wait, my intent or execution, because that's two different things.
Yeah, what kind of armor are you wearing?
The mega damage kind.
Yeah,
That
what's
would
the
be, Urban Warrior.
Urban Warrior? Cool. So Urban Warrior gives you a minus 5% to your prowl check. So roll prowl with a modifier of minus 5. Beautiful. You are quiet. How about Sir Luke? What kind of armor are you wearing?
I'm a gladiator, so I believe that's a minus 10.
Yeah. To prowl with a minus 10.
All of a minus 10. Right, and this is where things potentially go south.
You did pass your last prowl check.
I did, which is a problem because...
Now you won't pass the next one.
And I didn't.
Yeah,
No.
your armor is made out of pots and pans.
All right. Cool. You guys move forward. You kind of there's a bit of a hill in the forest there. As you get to the ridge there, you look down and into a bit of a ravine. At the bottom of the ravine, amongst the leaves and the mud of a small little, I don't know, stream that's it's not very wide. You could probably jump over it. A small little mucky stream of slow moving drain water from the surrounding areas in the forest here. A lot of roots sticking out from the walls into this little ravine here too. Is a group of 4 men. They look like they are wilderness men. That they are very comfortable out here, and they have a female DB of some sort that is on her knees, pleading for mercy. You just hear, "Please, please, no, no." She's speaking American, but she has a strange accent to it, and she's on her knees pleading, but the pleas are obviously falling on deaf ears. Around them are the dead bodies of 3 other DBs laying in a pile under a tree, kind of like cords of wood. And a 4th DB has been strapped to a tree trunk with some rope and looks to have been tortured into unconsciousness. And
this is unacceptable.
yeah, you hear...
What are they wearing?
Well, just hold on. You hear the leader of the 3 men, who is standing in front of a woman brandishing a knife, says to one of his companions, "Well, Waldron, I don't think these DBs know shit. Hell, I guess they really were just traveling to that flea-bitten town up in the gully, like you said." And his grin widens as he addresses the woman. "The trouble is, sweetheart, we can't let you tell anybody what we've done here. They might not understand and try to hurt us. So I guess you're just a casualty of this here war." And with those words, he waves, and 2 of the humans pick her up and put her up against a tree. And that's when, of course, the sounds of Sir Luke rustling up in the leaves on the edge of the hill and the clankety-clank of his armor make them stop and go, "What's that?" and turn and look at you and see you there.
I'm going to wade into them.
What is the distance between us and them, and what are they wearing?
Yeah, so let me just tell you here. They do seem to be wearing huntsman armor, which is it looks like it's seen some wear because they've been out in the wilderness. They're dressed in you'd be a fool to wander the wilderness without any sort of armor if you're human. But they seem to be they have rifles stowed over their shoulders. And one has a knife out. The other 2, there's 4 of them, right? So 2 of them are holding the woman up against the wall, or the DB female up against the wall, or the tree rather. And the second one is standing beside this one here. That's the one that he referred to as Waldron. The leader had referred to as Waldron, and their weapons look to be northern gun make.
I am going to move down to them.
Okay, you go to move, and immediately weapons are drawn toward you guys as you start to move. And one says, "Mind yourself, man. This ain't none of your business. Now get out of here or get turned into dead meat." Senate.
Yeah, okay. So, they're wearing huntsman. Is this environmental body armor?
No, huntsman is not environmental body armor.
Oh, what a critical mistake you've made. And how far away are they?
They're within 100 feet easily. You could easily move there in less than a turn, right? Less than a round.
I'm going to sprint soon.
Yeah. I think I'm going to approach because this whole scene is just less than cool.
Okay. I want to cut quickly back over to Portland and Gotrich. Portland, you're there with the foot, and you show it to Gotrich, or...
Well, I'll be like, "Hey, I found one of these things. You think Senna can do some, I don't know, psychic shit with this?"
Once I look at it, I'm just going to be like, "What the fuck is that? Like, don't bring that near me." And I'm just going to keep changing the tire.
You're not
and maybe
putting
try
that
and
in my robot.
move away from him.
Just realize you don't know where I am except for a floating foot. Just so you know that.
That's even better.
Just this foot.
You're such a weirdo. It's awesome.
So good.
Did we not just say that you were a deranged
It's
individual?
like the worst game of sock puppets I've ever seen.
Now, in that case, if I see a
cool.
floating foot, I'd probably hit it with the tire iron that I'm using.
I was just kind of move out of the way, like, whoa, 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 dude, it's me.
Okay, so yeah, get that thing out of here, and you swing the
Yeah, if it's a
tool.
floating foot,
Okay,
I'm swinging
Sure.
at it.
yeah, give me a strike. You can add your
Oh my god, seriously.
yeah, you can add your blunt. Now I'm gonna give you a penalty because it's just kind of like and you're swinging, right? So it'll just be a wild. So you get to add your bonus from your blunt weapon proficiency.
I'm just going to do it like I'm swinging my large wrench. Does that?
That's fine. Yep. And we're going to subtract 6 from your strike roll, right? Because you're just like and you hit it. And yeah, you swing and miss it entirely. It barely misses Portland as well, who's just kind of dangling the foot.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Yep. So you get nothing but air. You're like, get that away from me. And I'm gonna say because you rolled a 1, the wrench,
Gosh.
the tire iron slips from your hands and flies off into the trees, and you hear something. It hits something, go clunk, and then you hear a bunch of kind of sound.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
So I turned something on by throwing a wrench at it.
Something's in the woods. Yeah, your wrench hit.
You're not. Way to go.
Do I have another big ass tool there beside me?
Go like into your fucking robot.
You have a few tools with you. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to pull out some other tool.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
I'm going to start walking towards my robot vehicle.
Okay, you head toward your robot vehicle. Portland?
I am going to. Oh man, that is not a good idea. I am going to.
So was throwing a severed foot that is
I didn't
floating.
throw.
He
a
dangled
severed
it.
foot.
He dangled it.
And I
Whatever.
spoke. You know my voice. You decide to swing at a fucking foot, and
Yeah,
then
but
you
I'm
roll like a
expecting- I'm
shitbag.
expecting
So don't
Portland-
fucking give me that.
Okay,
Blame the dice.
my
Blame the
roll
dice.
my roll tracks. That is an expected roll.
Yeah, okay. Anyways,
Can't wait for
I
you
am
guys to
going.
find Super Mecha James T.
Yeah,
Back
no
from
kidding.
his Inter-universal.
Oh my
adventure.
god, that's not even funny.
That is not funny. No, you are right. Not funny. Anyways, so to prepare myself, I am going to. I'm going to. What am I going to do? Shit. What am I going to do? You know what? I'm actually going to hide behind the robot vehicle.
Okay, you go hide behind the robot vehicle. Yeah, you reposition yourself there. Give me a perception check, though, Portland. I guess Gotrich can too as you're making your way back to the vehicle. All right. And Gotrich, you notice something kind of metallic catch the light in the woods. It's not too far off. It seems to be that seems to be your height, actually.
Was it in the direction that I threw my wrench?
Oh yeah, where the sound was coming from.
Oh, could still be James T.
I'm gonna start jogging a little bit to get back to my robot vehicle. Maybe marginally faster.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to take time to get into your robot vehicle, right? It's not a quick mount. I think one of our viewers put a comment in like, "Hey, remember getting in and out of a robot vehicle would be like getting in and out of a tank." So it would take a little bit of time to get in and out. But if you want to start that process, you can.
Would it be easy to grab one of my rifles from this gun or from my robot vehicle?
Oh yeah, I think you would have had it with you.
I'm
Like
assuming it was all okay.
it'd be like you're kind of going out and doing something in the woods where you know there's bears, right? You'd probably bring your gun and have it nearby. So you would have your weapons with you, yeah, and you'd probably have your armor on and things like that.
Okay, I was thinking since I got out of my vehicle, I would have brought my tools over to the car to remove the tire. I don't know if I necessarily would have gone back to get my gun, right? Given that others were immediately there, and then as I started working, they walked away. So I wasn't thinking that I had my rifle with me. So
I'm going to give you the benefit of that doubt. So
sweet. Okay, so gun out and pointed at the area where that noise is coming from.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just want to say, Portland, where are you?
Now I'm gonna like just tap his the leg of his robot vehicle.
Okay. You hear gung
Oh,
gung.
tapping the leg of my robot vehicle, not my actual.
Yeah. At first, I thought he was tapping your leg. I'm like, ooh.
No,
Why is he laying on the ground? Yeah. All right.
I'm tapping it with a severed foot, just so you know.
Of course you are.
Okay, but you just kind of hear a bink bink. Yeah, behind you.
Yeah.
Against the.
Yep.
All right. Your move,
Portland,
guys.
do you know what that? Portland, do you know what that is?
He can't.
I don't
see
think I've
it.
seen it before.
Well, you haven't even seen it. You can
I haven't
only
seen
only
it.
only
Really.
Gotrich saw even a little bit of it. There's something metallic in the
Yeah.
woods, but can't make much else.
I don't know what it is, man. Could be anything.
Well, let's go check it out.
Sure, I'll climb on top and sit by the shoulder.
You start climbing the
You
robot.
be like my
Oh,
Iron Giant.
Am I going into my robot vehicle?
I
I
don't
thought
know.
that's what
Are
you're
you,
doing.
Well, that's going to take a couple minutes there, Portland.
Oh, okay. You want to approach this metallic thing without it? Okay, you're pretty squishy, but we can go.
he's got armor.
Here. Does he?
Yeah,
What armor do you have?
he bought armor.
Where's my
He
equipment?
brought armor. Armor
Yeah,
brought armor.
Okay. Sir, okay. Sounds good.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so
Let's go.
I'm slowly going to approach.
I'm gonna leave the foot by the robot vehicle.
Okay, you leave the foot behind, and
For
you
safekeeping.
you begin to approach, and
Yeah.
you see that thing kind of floating just off the ground in the woods.
Oh, fuck. The fuck is that? It's hard to see.
It seems to have a lot of
Oh, I see it. I see it.
antennas. Yeah. Sorry. It actually sits on the ground. It's kind of like it's got a deep center of gravity, so it sits on the ground upright, and it's not very high, but it has it seems to have a bunch of antennas and cameras and the like. It looks as though to be of the same sort of design or make as other mechanoid robotics of some sort. Same sort of coloration and glossy black sensor domes and things like that. But lots of different antennas and such.
Portland, are you going to do anything?
At the moment, I think I might. Has it moved towards us? I don't think so. It's just floating there, right?
It's just sitting there on the ground in the woods. It's about as tall, maybe just slightly shorter than Gotrich.
It's not moving.
It's just in there. His wrench is at the tool he was using on the tires is sitting basically right at its base because it's got a good scuff off it because of where it hit. But yeah,
Mm.
Is this something that I've seen before or familiar with?
nope. Other than it
Well,
seems similar in kind of design and or materials as other mechanoid things you've encountered.
I'm gonna get closer to it.
All right.
Could I use my telemechanic mental operation and shut it down?
You can try, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I want to try.
Okay, what's your range on that?
45 feet.
Cool. So you move within 45 feet. And we're going telemechanic mental operation on this thing.
Sorry, I think it's... where is it? It's 20 feet plus 5 per level. I'm level 6, so 50 feet.
Okay, cool. It allows you to telepathically operate this, and yeah, you know how to use it, turn it on, manipulate it, so that as though your fingers were on the controls. You can do a number of different things. Yeah, this seems to be some sort of sensor probe based on everything that you get from it. It is actively recording and transmitting audio and visual and seismic information, as well as it seems to have a lot of the same sort of computational ability as your combat computer and your robot. So it's definitely a robotic sort of device. It has motion detectors, and you happen to get a quick glimpse of the video feed, and it's a picture of you in Portland. It has infrared as well as thermal imaging, so it is able to detect that. It's it's able. You would imagine it's been recording everything that happened since you guys got here, and it is transmitting actively.
Can I, before I shut it down, can I figure out where it's transmitting to?
It's broadcasting. You would imagine that it has a very long range. It can transmit quite a distance. Of course, there's hills and things like that. So whatever it's transmitting to is probably within the nearest 50 miles. I'm sure.
Okay, so I just want to shut her down.
Okay, you shut it off, and yeah.
I'm just gonna ask him, like, so what is this thing? Do you have an idea?
So I'm going to tell him what I learned about it.
Yeah.
That it's a just kind of a recording device, and it's transmitting everything for who knows how long since we arrived.
For whom?
I have no idea. It's just kind of putting it over the waves. I don't know where it's going.
Is that an energy core you're looking for? You
does it have an energy core?
Yeah,
It's got to have some sort of power supply.
Yeah, it might be good for you.
Yeah, well, if it's like I got that nuclear supply in my robot vehicle, that's what I was looking for your ATV. But yeah, this one's probably a battery.
Okay. Well, it's still usable. We probably should figure out what this thing's been transmitting and to whom, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, good work, man.
Can I pick it up and yeah, I want to try and take it apart and take whatever power source there is out of it.
All right, it's
be
rather heavy. It's designed to be difficult to move for sure, but you can start to try to disassemble it if you want to figure out ways of getting into it.
How heavy is it?
You could move it, but you would be moving it very slowly. Right, like you might even need to set it down and catch your breath and pick it up and lift it again. Like it's definitely heavy. Yeah, and you can give me a another perception check, you guys.
8.
All right.
8.
Okay, and you hear a bunch of snapping twigs and the like, as though something were moving rapidly through the underbrush. We jump back to Senate and Sir Luke. The two men hold the woman against the tree, and the one of them points his weapon in your direction, as the guy with the knife basically tells you that just get out of here. Right, or you'll be hurt. And
as I'm walking towards them, I'm going to, bring out both my cyber swords.
Okay, you activate your cyber swords, or your psi swords rather.
Yeah, psi swords. Yeah.
Okay. But we're going to actually do some initiative, but we're going to do that next time. So we are out of time for this episode. I know, but thank you everybody for tuning in once again. If you liked the show, as always, hit like, hit subscribe, leave comments down below. The comments really help the channel. We're really trying to, we're almost to 600 subscribers as of this recording, so we're really trying to break that. Yeah, we'd love to hear from you though. Love the banter, love the criticisms, love the comments, love the lauds. Join us on our Discord. Check out the AARPG. That's the Advanced Age RPG podcast. We just did an interview with them just before we recorded this show. Link is in our Discord. We've also sent that out on Twitter and Blue Sky. You can follow us there too. I'm Magnum Pi. I'm here with Teku, Golgotha, Vahilo, and Dark Templar, and we are Initiative Zero.